There we go. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, hello, Chromium Test and Red and Green Friends Studios. I think I've seen you before. Alright, well, not much has changed. They did release a new ban list update, which, nothing really here affects us. Aside from Maxi going to 1, that affects everyone, but that's nice. They're hitting a bunch of Vanquish Soul stuff, preempting the release of K9, which is fine, I guess, but not that big a deal. And I guess like the only thing that really would affect us is Oak going to 3. Obviously, one Oak is the difference between Snake Eye versions of Spyral being playable and not. So, uh, aside from Appaloosa being banned, you can kind of go back to those old Snake Eye builds if you wanted. I think that's it. That's the only thing that's really changed. All right, so same deck as last time, with a couple. It's not ideal, but it's just like messing around with a lot of stuff. Throw in a Jack in the Hand for fun, throw in Wear Our Stuff for fun, but generally speaking, the same premise. Yummy's too new to be hit right now. They might hit it eventually if it stays at the top of the game. Obviously, my fear is they eventually ban Herald to get rid of Yummy Mitsurugi. Or at least hurt it, because you can still do Mitsurugi and get to Yummy. Hey, Derek. Yeah, I just talked about the ban list. Like, hey, yeah, Max EB ban. Cool. Oak back. Cool. Alright, so I've got plenty of extenders here. So I just need to get to Alright, now we can do the Yummy thing where we hold Big Red. Let's draw a card. Not the best card to draw, but here we are. Alright, there you go. Link Kribo, so... I can discard it off Cupsy Yummy anyway, though, so that's fine. Actually gonna have all 4 Yummy names in rotation, which is funny. This is not summon number... Ooh, Nib. Okay. Well, I don't have Link Kribo in Graveyard yet, but... I mean, I have Link Kribo in Graveyard, which is what I'm going to have to use here. We have like a assault mission and master plan here, which is very funny. I can discard this assault mission off of Nightmare Goblin later. Right, so that should be fine, and then I can assault mission and master. I can assault mission and drone, and then Helix summon another master plan. Yeah. Nice nib, by the way. You can draw the field spell, I guess. That's probably the part I least care about. Got an extra normal summon here, too. I have to summon Master Plan off this, so I have to get Quick Fix here. Yeah, so I have to assault mission and Quick Fix here. I'm just gonna save this double helix for later and start doing yummy stuff. I messed this up a little bit because I could have used this Starham as a discard for my rescue mission, but it's not really a big deal because Starham can discard rescue mission later. What's up, Big Lou? Oh, I didn't. I don't have a link one for Mignon anymore. That was a mistake. Oh well. Don't think it matters, really. Just changes the order I'm doing this stuff in slightly. Yeah, I'm obviously I'm totally cool with a maxi limit. And I'm gonna have to use my surprise here to get a guy back on field. That was my mistake, obviously, but here we are. I'll go Cupsy. Actually kill this free nib that we got. No attacker for you. Out of them use the discard if they need to. And if they summon a guy, I can negate its effects. I'm definitely negating that. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I lost surprise, but my opponent had two bad cards, one in their hand from drone, and then Nib doesn't do anything on the field, so like they're kind of down two cards already. So the surprise isn't super necessary when they're low on resources like that. Okay, back to chat because I was too busy playing. Yummy's too weak, blah blah blah. Hope Konami will hit Mitsurugi Mirror instead of pre-preparation rights. That's never gonna happen. Found a way to stop an opponent from spell trap and monster effects with Spyral, Nat Beast, Dark Simorg, and Featherstorm. Yeah, though I wouldn't. They just banned Featherstorm and TCG, so that might be like a who knows situation. But yeah, I mean that's all things you can make. I probably wouldn't like that just because like you'd have to play Dark Simorg and Featherstorm in your deck, and it's kind of on top of all the other cards you have to play. Glad to see you streaming. Yep. Know you're very happy about Maxi. Yep. I used to see you going second Maxi. Blah blah blah. Yep. Yep. Pretty typical. Alright, and now I'm waiting to begin my Feb climb until ban list is in effect. Only Stun Andy is going to be climbing week 1 of February. Sure, maybe. But yeah, obviously Maxi should be banned. They've already got Thualos and Purley and all that jazz if they want the effect of the game. Hey Tuna, how you doing? Pretty good. Actually just became an affiliate on Twitch, which means I think I got emotes. Decent going second hand. Okay, Fiend Schmidt. Follower emotes, yeah. I've been like partnered on YouTube for ages, so like that's kind of always been where I've leaned. But you know, I've streamed enough on Twitch lately that they're like, "Hey, we'll make you an affiliate. You get follower emotes," and it's the typical ones. I should probably update my YouTube emotes because I stole some of these from the Spyral Discord. Yep, yep, yep. Where Arthdal's a little awkward here because if like they negate my quick fix or whatever. Ugh, jeez. Okay, well, yeah, sure, Mitsurugi. So I'm probably gonna lose to this if they go for the well, they're Fiendsmith Mitsurugi, but like, ooh, summoning Kusanagi. That's weird. Okay, so my opponent does not know what they're doing, which is fine. I've got a cross out, which is good, and an Ash Blossom, which is good. Okay. Going to activate Where Art Thou? And then I'm going to chain Droplet, because my opponent doesn't have anything on the board, so I might as well do this now. I think they've got like a Maxi or a Fua in hand. Well, it's got to be Maxi, because they have a monster on field, obviously. Maxi, I Ash. Yeah. So obviously I should be staring down like an entire Mitsurugi board, but I am in Diamond, so... Like I said, this hand was still pretty solid. Can't complain. Yeah. They probably had one more hand trap that were like, oh, maybe this will stop them. Nope. You know, I had the 3 anti-hand trap cards in my hand. What are you going to do? Surprised didn't hit any floodgates? Maybe, yeah. I mean, there's not nearly as much stun as you typically see, but... They kind of only ban floodgates when the floodgates are seeing enough play. Like, for instance, it wouldn't surprise me if they eventually ban there can be only one once, if, what's called, Vanquish Soul becomes a little more notable. See, this is another, like, Where Art Thou hand that's not that great. Alright, opening cookie. Typical. The problem obviously here is like what hand traps do they have? Are they going to go into Mitsurugi and stuff? Because if they go into Mitsurugi, obviously the hand's not going to play through a Mitsurugi board plus a Yummy board. See Yummy away. If I control Link 1, man, if only it was they controlled. It's summon it on my turn. That'd be like an interesting foible in the mirror match. It's like if there is a Link 1 or Synchro 2, you can special summon this, make it better going second. Punish people for having Masquerader on their board. Yeah, Marshmallow and Cupsy, typical. So they got Cookie Pop, they're gonna have a Croaky Pop. They're gonna have Double Book of Moon. I'll probably lose to the Double Book of Moon if I'm being honest. I'm gonna have to get into Link Kuriboh at some point to play around that. So I can like normal summon Lollipo. If they let that go, I can activate Where Art Thou, then go into Snatchy, and then summon Souls. And if they try to do something to Souls, I can chain Snatchy. Obviously, my problem is they're going to have Herald on the board, and Souls doesn't do anything with Herald on board, so it's real awkward. No matter how you stretch it, it's real awkward. I can like normal Lollipo, activate Where Art Thou. If I draw droplets, I could like chain droplets sending Lollipo and Arf to get rid of two guys' effects. This is a gravity controller thing here. Okay, sure. I mean, that makes sense. They haven't got through Lollipo. Oh, yeah. It's Spitzerugi then. Makes sense. Ugh. Habakiri! I would like them to actually seriously, like, neuter Mitsurugi at some point. The fact that it's so splashable is the problem, not that it's good. It's fine for a deck to be good, it's just like, everyone bridges into it the same way, and I would prefer Herald not get banned. Obviously, that's a personal bias. If they ban Herald, like TCG, you can. There's still like a really janky Ancient Fairy Dragon line you can do with Yummy that still gets you to Spyral combo. Uh, I'm not sure if that keeps the quick fix one card combo. It might, and you get enough bodies. The thing is, it'll wreck your extra deck, which will always be awkward, and you'll have to get rid of the Abawaku stuff, obviously, because you won't have a Herald anymore to bring back. So you have to like rethink your inboard. I haven't given it any thought. I'll have to do it if it happens. Maybe by the time they ban Herald, we'll get those Dark Magician of Destruction cards. That'll be like a new thing to be messing with when it happens. Playing Dragoon. Need like 5 more extra slots. Yeah, you're telling me. If I had 5 more extra slots, man, some of my deck building choices would be so much easier and so much better too. But I don't think that's anything they're ever going to change. I don't think I'm ever winning if they get the trap too, which it looks like they're going to get to. Because that means, like, I can't draw droplets and still win. I mean, my hand has 3 extenders and a starter, but, like, they're conditional. One of them's a conditional extender. One of them, this is a conditional extender too, to be honest. Wait, why'd they tribute Habakiri? They didn't. They didn't have its. They already used its effect. Oh no, they haven't. Okay, that makes sense then. I thought they'd already used Habakiri effect, but nope. Get yourself a prayer. Summon back. Yep. My actual win condition here might be time limit, because they're taking time, and the Yummy cards take time to use and play. Lollipo. They are taking a little while. Ah, there's Varen. Yep. They don't have a Synchro 2 on board anymore, though. Are they gonna end on Cookie? They're gonna snatch you for a... Can't... Yeah, you can't snatch you for a Croaky here. I guess they could just, like, end on Snatchy in a name, and then that'll technically set up a Synchro 2. Have they used Mignon's Revival effect? Yeah. How are they going to end on a name? I mean, I still might be cooked, honestly, because, like, I can't do anything under Herald. And they have prayers to wipe my board, so that's pretty rough. Alright, 3 back rows is probably where it ends for me. Alright, so I can't activate its effect or I lose my body on field. Well, they put my assault mission in the graveyard, so now I can actually just get Quick Fix. Thanks for the extension, buddy. Alright. If they negate the activation, does that let me still... I'm losing to their back row here, to be fair. I'm not breaking this. Yeah, there it is. Like, I could surprise, but I don't have a second snatchy name. If I did, I don't have a second name to get. I can't use the field spell effect. It's just, yeah. They full comboed me and I lost. It's fine. The only way I'm winning that game is like droplets with a rescue mission involved. And even that's not great because like they'll still trap card on Murakuma and get Murakuma back to get the hand loop effect. And they had surprise bring back a Synchro 2 too, which was like always going to be rough. Quick fix plus extender. Okay. As we get a free draw out of this. Sure, sure. Never was going to be able to chain that to me. Upstart Goblin, woo! Jesus Christ, are they gonna fucking kill my extra deck? Banish any number of cards from your extra deck face down. Holy shit. That just kills me, right? I guess I gotta... Yeah, that's like a ridiculous card to use on my first turn. That just fucking kills me, obviously. Yeah, until in phase, but that means they just get their turn next turn. I guess I have to droplet this. So I can't let them get another trap for free. I'm gonna send my quick fix because I'm not gonna be able to do anything in the extra deck. So they're gonna banish 15 extra deck cards. And I'm gonna have to like basically play going second here. We're gonna big red for another quick fix just for like not dying purposes. Put him in defense mode. Save another big red. I've got Ash Blossom if they get to a trap. But like I'm in dire straits here. It's basically just a floodgate. It's a turn skip. Alright. The question is, how many traps do they have? Can I play through them? This ain't gonna work, buddy. Put them in attack mode. You got it. Don't read the card. Yep. Oop. Oop. Yep. Alright, well that's good for me. Now I've got Ash Blossom for their trap if they've got one. Alright, well they know to call Synchro here, I guess. But that doesn't actually stop me. I can kill them with those Link monsters, so I don't care about that. This guy double floodgated me, but he's still gonna lose. Oh no, my Yummy cards don't work anymore. Curses. Whatever will I do without Synchro monsters in my Spyral deck? So if this was a trap card, they could have just said it. They don't use this effect, so I don't think anything matters here. They can shuffle their deck potentially. I can just summon the yummies as bodies too. I actually don't even want to destroy this. I'm not the reason Master Plan can't be unabandoned in TCG. They do not look at my stream to decide their ban decisions. Also, a lot of the things that I've done with Spyral have been banned on the periphery. You know, like a lot of the things I come up with have since been banned, right? You know, Spyral, Snake Eye, Mjolnir, Longo. That was a thing. That was already banned at TCG though, so like that's obviously neither here nor there. But actually, you should use Cubsy as 2 free bodies here, which is fun. Woo! Free is free, you know. Oh, my music. Come back. There's 3 spells, right? Yeah, obviously. Now we just pick apart their board. I got 2 missions in hand, both I can put in the graveyard with Sleeper and Last Resort for extension here. My Axis Talker is now immune to targeting because it's co-linked to Nightmare Goblin. I need now I can pop their back row. I just need to get bodies in the graveyard. That was a light monster, so now we're just going to make a fire. Nope. Now I have a fire and a wind in there. Oh, that's interesting. I was not expecting that, but okay, sure. Alright, well, now we're going to Ash Blossom that. Now I just need to put up a little bit more damage here and just attack over this, right? This card cannot be destroyed. Target also you can destroy your card effects. Alright, so. So you can attack over it. So I just need exactly 11,000 damage on board, which... now I have. I want to see that order of cards on top of your deck. So 11,000 minus 3,000 is 8,000. I could have drone pumped and whatever, but that would have taken more time than just attacking. Did I even use my normal summon? Nope. I used Goblin normal summon. I guess I didn't need to use Assault Mission in that case, but yeah, whatever, right? Mixing Snake Eye to this brew up its ceiling or consistency. I mean, they're just... You wouldn't use them for anything but Yummy combo, right? So, like, if you were adding a Snake Eye combo, you would still have to add... I mean, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the mic there. You wouldn't need much more besides... Snash, Diabellstar Package, Poplar, Oak, and Flamberge, because you don't really... Maybe the Field Spell. The question is, like, what does that give you? It gives you another normal summon. You need OSS, obviously. It gives you... I mean... It's kind of like a bunch of more one-for-ones with Diabellstar. Now, if we were gonna... Like, let's say we were gonna put it in this deck. I'm not gonna save it, but, you know, we can, like, start cutting stuff, like, you know... Jack-Thana might be way better in that situation. So, like... Let's, include banned cards... So obviously you'd run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big Snake. You'd run a Flamberge, a Snash, Poplar. Oh, already got Poplar, and an Oak who is banned. Oh, whoops. I had to make some room here. You don't need the second surprise, obviously. That's just me being silly. So Oak. And you'd probably cut, like, maybe a Magician's Soul's copy. So, you know, something like this, and you could, like, maybe trim off these wear-off thals and Jack of the Hands and whatnot. Jack of the Hand becomes a much better card in this deck, because you can go Poplar, Soul's, Cupsy. Probably maybe run 2 Jack of the Hands instead of 2 wear-off thals. Because you like to see it more often. Something like that. Presumably, you probably want to, like, in a vacuum, you want to get all your one-card combos, right? So it'd be like Quick Fix, Poplar, and Snash. If you show them Poplar and Snash, and they take Poplar and give you Snash, it doesn't work anymore. So you can't do that. So it'd just be Snash, or it'd be Poplar, Quick Fix, Souls, maybe, or Cupsy, depending on what you have in hand, basically, something like that. And like you don't have to change anything else because you just do Yummy combo with the Snake Eye stuff. It does seem a little wasteful because like the whole Flamberge. I mean, I guess you don't even have to run Flamberge technically because you're just doing Snake Eye um, into Yummy. Actually, like, you don't need all the excess link material that Snake Eye is giving you, which is why you're not running the Field Spell or the Diabell Star. Alright, well, this is just Cupsy. Alright, so if they imperm Cupsy like this, I'm just doing Mignon Yummy combo with Snatchy. I'm not doing any Spyral stuff. But I've got 2 non-engine, which is what I have instead. If I had an extender, I would just do that, but obviously I don't. That's irritating, but I mean that's 2 cards out of their hand, right? So I'm gonna do this. Get my bodies back. So, like, can I go Lollipo, get back to Starham? Does this even work? Can I even get to Herald? If I go Starham discard, summon back Cupsy, make Herald. I think I just make, like, Little Knight here. I don't think I'm getting to Herald there. Oof. If this is an evenly deck, that's very annoying. Okay, well. Obviously, I just have to, like, leave Lollipo on the field. I can't Little Knight anything. I'm not dead, at least. I lost my Mignon, but that's not a big deal. Because obviously I can go to Spyral to OTK still. Two hand traps and evenly is pretty nasty. Alright, all this resolve here. Get a Croaky on field so I don't draw it. I'm going to draw a random card just because there's a chance I draw an Ash Blossom, which wins me the game here. Alright, well, bad draw. Now we're going to go Cups of Yummy Way here. That's irritating, because I would have liked to droll. Alright, well, we're going to go out of Cupsy here, then. So I can set up a Croaky more easily. They can't go to battle, so I think once I just Book of Moon them, they're fucked. And now I can draw them. Would your sinkers change at all with the Flambridge? Which bodies no, because you don't plan on always going through the Snake Eye stuff. Like, you could make Barone, but, like, you don't always get to Flambridge, right? That's I've used all of my tag out effects, right? Well, I haven't used... Yeah, I've used Lollipo. I've used Cupsy. The only one I haven't used is Cookie. So I'd like to Cookie, then tag out, then Lollipo to get more material, maybe. Alright, for their setting, then their turn's over, right? So we're gonna go Lollipo here. Get 2 more bodies. This card do anything in the graveyard? Nope, okay. I know the last card in the hand's Philia, which shouldn't do anything under Droll now. I draw Illusion of Chaos anyhow. I was going to go Starham and then discard Rescue and blah blah blah, but it doesn't matter. I just drew it. I know their hand has nothing in it. Room code? I'm not in a room. I'm just playing. In ranked. I've killed Mignon! They can't kill me. Nope. I can kill you very easily. Yeah, okay. They see the writing on the wall. Sorry for asking. No reason to be sorry. I'm just saying, like, I'm not Doing rooms. I'm just doing ranked. One more Tool Master. Was that the, like, million spells version? No, this is just regular White Forest. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, they had 2 hand traps and evenly matched, and a starter. They couldn't ask for more, and I still won just because Yummy's that powerful, and I had Droll. I had Droll instead of an Extender, right? An Extender gets me further. I could have normal summoned Droll there, but I don't think that was wise. I value Droll going second a lot. No, this is bad news. I don't have a lot of... Droll's talked as his maxi. In its own way, yeah. It punishes modern Yu-Gi-Oh decks for doing what modern Yu-Gi-Oh decks do. And to, like... And now they're like... My problem with Droll is, like, they clearly are designing every new archetype around playing through Droll. Well, catch me in ranked, negative Sagan. That'd be pretty easy. It's like, you can kind of see it, like, how does Dracotail work? Well, they only have one real card that adds from deck to hand. Everything else sets from deck to the field, so you can instantly activate it. And then, like, you look at K9, which kind of does the same thing. Yummy sets their field spell from deck to field, right? You know, it's a bunch of cards that are designed around dodging Droll. So, like, you have to. So if a deck loses to Droll, it's automatically suspect. So they design all of their new decks around the fact that they still search all of their cards. They just do it through backdoor alleys and ridiculous ways that dodge Droll. It's just really dumb. Malice, obviously, is a big one. Instead of searching from deck, you banish, and then the banish card goes to your hand. It's like, okay. Or summons to the field or some shit. Or White Rabbit sets a trap to the field. All these cards that search cards, the only thing Droll is really affecting is all these decks also draw cards. So, like, when they draw a card, you get to Droll them. It's still dumb. Alright, so they opened with Malulu summon, Malulu send to and itself. They've got... Yeah, I'm pretty cooked here. Yeah. What was fun? It's when you maxi them with the Droll spells. Oh yeah, self-drolling. And the fact that every deck that does play around Droll, because they're designed to not lose to Droll, because that would make them bad, can then Droll themselves to play around Fua and Maxi. It's just toxic. It's a toxic convocation. There's like a negative feedback loop in how toxic they are. It's the kind of card that's significantly more crippling when your opponent throws it at you while you're going second. Because, like, a lot of the ways you extend through boards is by searching cards on top of resolving effects and getting bodies on board. It's just... The card was not designed with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In mind, and people treat it as this floodgate, or wrong term to use in Yu-Gi-Oh! This last bastion against the evil combo menace, but combo decks can play Droll too, and modern combo decks are made to play around Droll, and it just kind of punishes going second a lot. Alright, so they got 5 mana, right? They had to get 5 mana banana. Okay. Worst draw in my deck, obviously. One of them. I guess it's not the worst. Sleeper's the worst, but yeah. So they've got Horn, which is the bounce, and Flame, which is the negate. And they've got a Maxi, right? If they Maxi me, I'm just going to concede. I don't think I can beat this because they're gonna have, sure, whatever. They're gonna have a bounce for our next play. They're gonna pop my marshmallow, which makes sense. They probably got like 2 hand traps in their hand, right? They can stop my Snatchy here. They have something they can activate regardless now. I think that does it, right? The extra, the hand trap on top of everything. Because, like, if I try to go into a Link one, they bounce it. If I try to summon anything, they just bounce it, right? And they horn me. Yeah, that's game. Makes sense. It was the Ash Blossom on top of the full board. No matter what I normal summon, it's getting horned there, so... You know, they had me. I maybe have a shot if that Last Resort's a real card, or if that Drone is a real card, but that's like the cost of playing Spyral, right? Less real cards. But you Ash Purius map assuming it's yummy. I think you draw them. Because this turns Cupsy into a much worse card. Never mind, I guess. Why even play the card if they're going to draw the one of? You got me. Three coin flip bosses in a row when I was going to rank up. Very funny. Also, my opponent's having the stone cold nuts. Watch me D rank now. That'd be funny. I've got Droll and I've got Droplet, so I can't complain too much here. Okay, well, Droll doesn't do anything into Malice. Droplet's also pretty bad. It depends how many traps they get into rotation, I guess. So they set GWC. This is what I mean. Like, this is a degenerate combo deck that is designed not to be affected by Droll very much. What are you gonna do? They didn't activate Dormouse effect? Why? Why didn't you activate Dormouse effect? Oh, because you're going to do it now, I guess? Alright. Well, this will stop them from getting a name in hand off Magnamut in the end phase, I guess, which is something. Once they start drawing cards. They didn't even activate Magnamut effects. They're not even playing Druis Worm when they are playing... Okay, they are. Okay. Chain 5 billion. Sure, sure. I do get to draw them now. This will stop them from drawing a million cards off of, like, their other guys. Alright, so now they get to go full combo on me. Depending on if they play the other trapping direction, droplets could, like, really get me far here. I think I might have to send this Cupsy, which is rough. Maybe I just normal summon Cupsy immediately, and then send it, and hold souls. Oh no, you banished my Droll. Weird use of White Binder. She can't draw a card anymore. They reset TB11. No, they reset GWC. Alright, cool. Right now they did the link climb. Draw stops this. Been seeing Malice play Di-Fi. Yeah, if they drop a Di-Fi on me after this whole combo, then fuck me, right? Hello, Salamander. What am I going to do? Suffer? Yeah, I'm suffering a little bit here. Okay, so they're putting Cryptor on the board, which is good for me. Or good for droplets, at least. I can open souls and then droplet send souls mission in my other draw to get rid of 3, and then I can normal Cupsy. It's awkward no matter what because I'm down a card, right? Okay, so they already had hair in hand. I can also... I need a droplet send rescue to so I can hit their... Well, they can banish the Cryptor and bring it back, right? That's going to be a problem for me. That's an interesting card. Fuck Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. I go second and I get maxied. God, I hate this fucking game sometimes, dude. Worst draws in my deck too. Great. Alright, so now the goal here is chain Yummy Surprise, Droplet Sin 3, negate all of their cards on board, and then kill them. While this card points to a monster, its effect cannot be negated. Okay, so now I just have to survive this. Yes, I shouldn't have negated this, obviously, but whatever. It's been a while since I've had to actually droplet Cryptor. I'm just going to lose to their hand traps at this point. Because they max seed me. Did actually have to get a salt mission here. Yeah. Waiting for them to draw a Druis Worm. Sure, Impulse. A million different cards. Right, so it's a spell on top. What do I actually get with the Sleeper here? I don't have Last Resort anymore. Or Active Double Helix. I can summon a Master Plan, get Rescue, discard Rescue, get an Access Code Talker, but that won't be even lethal. Can I pump up a Double Helix enough? Maybe? Only got one Quick Fix in Graveyard, right? So this is my last discard. I could chain Rescue to Quick Fix here, but then I won't be able to revive anything else, so yeah, that's bad. Leave their life points super low. I'm just going to try to kill them. They're going to have a nib or something. It doesn't matter. I don't think this is going to be lethal, right? So I should probably go through as many bodies as I... So do I have a Dark Monster in the graveyard? No. So I need to go into Link Rebo here. I don't think this is lethal is my problem. I mean, they've got some... I mean, they've got... That actually might help me. I don't think they realize what they've done. Can they link off this guy or something and fuck me? Oh, if they have the interaction, then I'm dead. Okay, they have MTP7, so I was always dead. They have to activate it now, or else Access Code Talker pop it. Yeah, that's game. I hate Maxi, man. I really hate Maxi. I had no other options. Obviously, I was dead on the crack back there. So my plan there was going to be rescue back Drone and give Helix a big attack boost, but I don't think that's enough to kill him anyhow, so I don't know. Ban that guy fast, yeah, well. Ooh, what a hand. What a shit hand. Holy crap. Both master plans in hand is about as bad as it gets. I can actually normal summon this master plan? That's funny. I still think I star him. I actually didn't have to go through Snatchy. I wanted the Link Arrow down, don't I? Well, it doesn't matter, right? Because I can just summon Cookie. That's dumb. Well, I can still summon Cookie no matter what. That's a free summon. Then we're going to... I got a Lollipo here. I did mess this up a little bit. I need another spell card in the graveyard for Celine. I lose my Yumi Surprise, but oh well. Drew Big Red, which is funny, but... Weird hand. I've never normal summoned. No surprise sucks, especially when they don't have they have a 5-card hand, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. I don't want to give them Fuelos because that's good into the... Well, I could just negate it, but I'm going to negate whatever they play anyhow, so... I got plenty of rescue, so I guess I'll just do this and discard Illusion of Chaos, because I'm going to get one back off Herald anyhow. Might as well draw a card on their turn. Alright, I get to draw a card on their turn, that's fun. This does draw them a card later. But I would like them to, like, pitch a card to Diabellstar. Well, obviously I have to negate that. If I can banish it, that's very good. I've got 2 spaces on the board, we can go ahead and do this. I want to get a Croaky out of my deck before I start drawing 2 cards here. So I want to do this as fast as possible. So Yummy, Chain Link 1, Snatchy, Chain Link 2. I think I negate that. It's just a fusion summon, right? That represents a lot of stuff. Now at the Diabell Star, I can Sleeper Pop. Oh, I need to. Oops. I needed to immediately. Okay. That's a good place to hit. Draw my card. Just in case I draw a Super Agent, I can like discard that for a Bawaku. Okay. Now I know one of their cards is Diabell Star, which I can negate. I don't think that matters. Yeah, it's just them being silly. And now you just negate this. Yeah. Alright. Pretty straightforward. I had a million interactions, even without surprise, didn't matter. I still had a Croaky, I still had Cookie Pa or Cookie Double Book of Moon. Really bad coin flip luck today. Jack of Diamonds a lot better going second when giving them a Cupsy name or a Yummy name doesn't really matter that much. I wonder if you could like play like a Jack in Hand, a 3 Jack in Hand deck with Kurikara. That'd be funny. That's probably better with Rare Arfdale though. Probably dead to this because I have a dead card in hand. Like if I jack in the hand for souls, they just give me souls because I'm under Herald. Spyral Resort can do a little work here because it prevents targeting, which stops um, a Croaky and Cookie. And Surprise, I suppose. They all target. Depends on if they have like a secondary engine here, how many hand traps they have, obviously. If they're doing Sarakat, that means it's probably just Mitsurugi Yummy, so... Oh, never mind. What? Why'd you do that? I mean, sure. You turn 2 Link Material into 2 Link Material? You turn a Synchro 2 and a Link 1, or in a level 1 into a Synchro 2 and a couple of level 1s, because you can go Lollipop, but you could have already done that. Weird sequencing, but whatever. Alright, I mean, this still gets there, but it seems like a really weird sequence. Oh, okay. I mean, they didn't gain more leak material by doing this, but sure. Okay, so now they're gonna have Fiendsmith stuff on top of Herald. So if they're gonna have Desiree, DS Ire, they're equipping. Is this a Necroquip thing? Okay, Necroquip, sure. You have a card in hand you're gonna activate? Or just doing Caesar. Okay, this is just a Caesar line. Okay. They did the absolute minimum Caesar only version of this, which is fine. I mean, Caesar's really good, to me. Win rate at time and appearance, 76%. Pretty good. Surprise send back Marshmallow, right? Do you have Marshmallow? Yeah, okay. I'm probably just dead here. That's an interesting draw. Alright, I'm not under Herald anymore. Sick. Alright, so here's the real bait. Never mind! Oh, I'm so sick of this shit going second and getting maxied. Ugh. It's like I was gonna play an interesting game there into a very heavy, like a very layered interaction board. Nope, Maxi. I'm gonna draw 5 hand traps. You're gonna lose. Great, wonderful. I love it. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. You're gonna lose all the coin flips. Go second and get Maxied. That's been the entire day today. It's just go second, get Maxied. It's been rough, man. It's been a rough day. Alright, so the question here is, do I resolve my Maxi? Wait for them to do something. Because I'd like to, like, draw something that isn't just only Soul's Rescue Pass. Lose to an Ash Blossom, you know? Alright, so they're doing the bubble effect, so might as well do this. Ash Blossom. Both of my Maxies that I've played today have been called by the grave, mind you. Oh my god, dude. So fucking miserable. So fucking miserable. Guess my best draw is droplets. If they like start going to the Rise Yell stuff, man, I'm pretty sure I lose. Because that gets them to cross, and cross beats me. Even with droplet. It's just so fucking miserable that I'm always going second, and when I have Maxi, it gets called by, and when I don't have Maxi, they have Maxi for me. Oh god, they're doing a full Orcus combo? Yeah, you got me, dude. I'm not sitting here waiting for it. A full Orcus combo obviously is like going to be 6 more interactions. It's over. Including a counter trap, which beats... Well, it doesn't beat droplets because I have rescue mission, but it beats any play I have after droplets. So it's... My best draw is droplets, and that combo beats droplets. So go ahead and move on with my day. Okay, I have cross out. Okay, they see all 3 cards and go, I concede. Wonderful. Probably the best Jack I've ever played. Instant concession. Did make me feel a little bit better. Alright, let's hand this stuff. So I want my soul to revolve most of all here, so I'm gonna lead on Spyral Resort. If they clearly don't have an Ash Blossom, then we're gonna go Souls to play around Imperm, or you know, make them do something dumb under Imperm. Terrible draws, but whatever. We got enough extension that it shouldn't matter. I have enough extension. Do I need Cookie? Or do I need more? It doesn't matter. Just do the smart play. Looks like they do have Nib, so this play around Nib play is going to be really good. Awesome. Yeah. I might as well backseat them now, right? Get 2 draws. If I draw talents or something, you know. Worst draw of my deck, obviously. Second worst draw of my deck. All right, so I get to add surprise here because I can make a yummy synchro later. Not a big deal. You can draw Rizio plugin, I think. have a Snatchy in the graveyard, so I have to eventually make that. I should have used Surprise here. It's fine. I can just go. I go like Snatchy. It's a little awkward. I go Snatchy, summon back, but then I can't make Herald because I don't have a Synchro. Ugh. I messed this up a little bit. I'm gonna have to like. I'm gonna have to waste my Surprise on accident. I'm an idiot. Fuck me. Woo! We got there. I couldn't pop this guy because I had too little time. It's actually a perfect time to use Sleeper. So as soon as I can, I'm going to tag out into Cookie to get rid of 2 guys on the field. Got there. Okay, woo! Timer really affected me there because I messed up partway through the combo. And I was like trying to think it up, and obviously the nib threw a little bit of wonkiness into the plans. I've lost like 4 games at this point into the season on timer. I think maybe even more. It's a hard deck, and the yummy cards require like significant actions on your opponent's turn, so that timer really matters. Not the worst hand I've ever seen. Pretty bad into actual Kashtira. If I'm lucky, this is just like Kashtira as... Okay, Birth usually means Kashtira just as a generic engine in a deck. I remember the old days when we had plenty of timer. Oh no, it's actually just... Okay, they're normal summoning Diabellstar? Sure. That seems dumb, but you got it, dude. Just like Snake Eye. It's just Snake Eye. Wow, it's Snake Eye's cash. Probably Fiendsmith in this day and age. Oh, now I see why they're still on Snake Eye. They got a Royal Poplar. Royal Snatch, whatever. You can farm that pretty easy, but Royal Poplar, that's pretty serious stuff. So I do have Droplet for every card type here, because I can activate Illusion of Chaos and then chain Droplet, sending Illusion of Chaos, put a different card back. Is this yummy? Alright, it's Yummy Kashtira Snake Eye, okay. The Kashtira Birth is very annoying, for sure. Droplet is pretty good into Yummy, but it loses to Surprise a lot of the time. Why'd you discard... Oh, they can't summon Marshmallow normally, that's funny. This makes sense, though. They can surprise, summon back Marshmallow, all that jazz. Unicorn's annoying because it can take care of my Snatchy, but I don't really need Snatchy going second. Just need Link Rebo. Kashtira Birth is probably the bigger annoyance. The fact that they used their normal summon on Diabellstar meant they had no card in their hand that they prefer. Like, they could have just sent this Poplar, right? Why don't you just send this Poplar? Why are you putting a Croaky on the field? What the fuck? Okay, set 3 is going to kill me, obviously. Droplet. Sure. Send 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so they cannot respond to this droplet. They've still got Surprise in Graveyard, but they don't have any other Synchro 2s. Now they're gonna birth. Never mind. They drolled me, I lose. They've still got surprise sets, so even if I go, you know, there's nothing I can do, right? Because I can't wear off that for another level 1. They got me. It does suck that I only had so many spells in hand, which would turn on birth, but they had draws, so I lost. It didn't matter. Go second, get comboed, get drolled or maxied. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Now I've got a Royal Flambridge too. Alright, good hand. Alright, so the card I at least want to get Ash Blossom Tears Prep Rides because I already have Rescue in hand, so we're going to open this. We got Cupsy for extension with Link Kribo. Perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. I can still normal summon Cupsy in a pinch. You gonna let me draw 2? You gonna let me draw 2? They never let you draw 2. Curses, you have stopped me. So at this point I can just go Link Kribo, Cupsy. Get Surprise. And this will get my rescue mission in the graveyard just in case they have a nib too. Yeah, okay. I mean, I could have Nightmare Goblin, discard rescue, normal summon, quick fix, all that jazz, but not necessary at this point. Because like going Cupsy gives me the most extenders in hand possible. I'm not sure how good the Snake Eye board is anymore without Appaloosa. I can just go like Trigate negate, then Allied Kotalker negate, and then bring back Trigate. Could you send? They would probably work. Alright, so the card I at least want to get Ash Blossomed here is Illusion of Chaos. It's going to lead on Quick Fix. Perfect. So I don't have a spell cards I need. Interesting. Yep, okay, fair enough. So what was my actual plan there? I think I was going to summon back Master Plan, add Rescue, then go into a Yummy combo, right? Because I was going to go Link Rebo, summon Cookie, go Cups of Yummy away. Because I have Master Plan on board to go into Celine later, so yeah, we just do Yummy combo at that point. Cups of Yummy away, discarding Rescue mission for further extension later. And that would get me to Mignon and Surprise, which would be 2 more spells, and I would link off Master Plan at some point without going into Celine to give me Rescue, or to give me Spyral Resort, so we'd have 3 spells, yeah. I wouldn't even have to use Surprise, because I could just, like, throw off a Call by the Grave. That wouldn't matter once it's clear my opponent has no more hand traps, and then good to go. Alright, interesting hand. Don't need Droplet, obviously. And I've got 1 for 1 and Wear Off that, which is more than enough spells. Looks suspiciously like an Ash Blossom. I'll put back this Droplet because I'd like to 1 for 1 this Illusion of Chaos if it comes to it. Now if they have an Ash Blossom, okay. It looks like it looks clearly like an Ash Blossom at this point. Could be a Fuelos too. Might be a Fuelos. There it is, okay. Okay, what's the furthest I can get by only giving them like 1 or 2 Fuelos draws? Where's a Croaky? Okay, 1 for 1 for Cupsy? Oh, that does draw them a card. Fuck, I forgot about... I was thinking only extra deck plays, but here we are. That gets me to Surprise. I can go Snatchy, summon Yummy, summon Cookie. Then like Little Knight, give them 1 more draw. Maybe this will bait out an Imperm. Yeah, my plan is getting to Sleeper here. I will have 3 names in Graveyard once I make Little Knight. I can chain block Master Plan by banishing their Fuelos. Oh, I can't banish... Oh, I didn't make a... with a Link Monster. Well, looks like it didn't matter. Might as well get a draw out of everything. If they have nib, I just concede. It's fine. Shit happens. I suppose I just activate a Croaky just in case I like negate my Snatchy or something. It's not great, but it's something, you know. This is probably really bad for me. Just gonna let the Marthalion. You can go Herald. Herald's definitely not good here. Well, I could probably Herald, but I don't have. My problem is I don't have a Synchro 2, right? If I had a Synchro 2 in Graveyard, I could surprise that back, but if I go Herald, my surprise doesn't do anything anymore, right? I could Snatchy. They kill them the confusion as they want. They can, dude. They have so many cards in hand. If my only card is Herald, I just lose. You're trading so many more interactions for just the Floodgate. They can still fusion, by the way. They have enough cards in hand that it doesn't matter. Even if they don't get the effects, right? They still get Arthalion. Yeah, see? Because what would happen here is, like, I would negate Arthalion, and they would still have enough cards in hand to do anything. And I wouldn't have any other interaction. So the problem here is this does not target. Negate the effects of one face-up monster you control. So I have to do this now. Yeah, dude, sure. Whatever. So they wanted to get Cups of Yummy here. No? Okay, that's interesting. Because now I can just a Croaky pop their spell, right? Pop their key to? They've already used their normal summon. Please, yeah. I can still surprise back Snatchy and Snatchy into Cookie if they do anything else. That does not do what you think it does. Okay, so they have the fusion. So I can tag out into Cupsy here. This does draw them off Maxi, but like this is their last fusion effect, so I want to get to Cookie now. They get to go for another key 2 now. Damn. Okay, so my next play was going to be surprise, bounce back both their guys. Then I still have enough guys in hand to do stuff. Sick. Woo! Alright, that was a good game to end on. I got double Maxied and still won. Did he try to pop Sleeper again? Yeah, he tried to pop Sleeper again. Ooh, alright, got to Master 5. And that's actually, I said this is going to be a short stream, but it's like basically my regular streaming time in hours. Yeah, I mean, Sleeper Last Resort, these guys brick us a lot, but dude, they just win you games sometimes. Just hard to out. That was a fun game. Obviously, they played that poorly, considering the cards they had in hand. But, you know, they only have so many fusion effects, right? They have Phimena, they have Malulu, they have Key 2 and Rahu. They always have like 4 fusion effects, so if you can kind of like wear through all those effects, and they've already gone through battle phase, so I don't really care what they do after that point. As long as Sleeper's on the field, I can pop their traps before I can commit to any plays, and we just win. GG next time, since you got to Master 5, try the 40s version, please. I don't think there's ever going to be an exactly 40 version of the deck. But I mean, I don't know why people are so... The new GMX. I have not looked at the new GMX cards. Are they Spyral adjacent? Oh, wrong one. So let's like copy. What the fuck is this? What? Copy from linked deck list? What the hell? Oh, I can just copy from here. Okay. So I was gonna go for 40. Obviously, you have to like cut these cards, cut this shit, go to one surprise, cut Wear Off Thou and Jack in the Hand, trim Souls copies, go down to one Master Plan. You still need 2 big reds. You'd have to cut Droll, and if you're cutting Droll, you cross Cars out. Cut Jack in the Hand. Like this is as close to this is like as close to 40 as I think you can get. You still need to play one of all the other names. You still want to play 2 Marshmallows and Max Cupsies. You still need 2 big red. I guess you could just cut Fualos. Saw your list on Discord. Oh yeah, are you Harks? There was a couple things in your list that I don't think I would do. Like I think I always keep the Starham stuff over the Almirage stuff, but I guess that doesn't really change the main deck composition, right? You're still playing Crossout and Droll. Playing one Master Plan, one Surprise. You're cutting a Croaky, but you're at 43, right? You know, we're basically at the same point. I just like you still play Crossout and Droll. And you're on 3 Fua. What are the cards I'm playing that you're not playing? You're not playing Preparation of Rites. Okay, that's interesting. That makes Celine very awkward. If you're not playing Prep Rites. Oh yeah, you did add the other big red. So like the only difference between your list and this list right now is I'm playing a Croaky and I'm playing Starham instead of. Yeah, it does feel a little awkward having so few spells and so few going second cards that aren't hand traps. It does make the Magician's Souls a lot worse. But yeah, I can like save this version and mess around with it at some point. It's just like a light version, obviously. And if you want to go down to 40, very strictly cut Crossout and Droll and a Fuwa, and you barely brick most of the time. It's not for me. It's not usually my problem. Hasn't been bricking. I don't think I've bricked a single time today. But you know, Droplets won me 2 games, so worth thinking about. I understand the compulsion to like maximize stuff. You're also playing one Marshmallow, right? Is that what I saw? Yeah, you're only playing one Marshmallow, so I'm playing one, but you're playing 3 Valor. So like there's some other discrepancies here. What's my other discrepancy? If you're playing one rescue or 2 rescues, the 3 rescues have come up a lot for me too, right? Like I've gone through 3 rescues most of the time. I guess if you're very heavily relying on the 1 card combos, you do only go through 2 rescues if everything resolves. But when does everything resolve, right? I can mess with this later. Anyway, everybody, that's it for me. Here's the actual deck I was playing today one last time before I close the stream. Give everyone a good chance to look at it. Just, generic, Spyral, same going second cards always play, and yummy. Now, thanks for showing up, everyone. Next stream, so it's probably not going to be Sunday. Because I have to do a lot of errands that day. This is bad timing, not good at any games. I'm sorry, not good at any games. Yeah, I'm streaming later than I usually do because I came on late today. Hopefully it's Monday. I don't think I can stream this weekend. If I find some time tomorrow evening, I might stream, but I'm not sure. Anyone who's on Twitch, by the way, just so you know, there's some fun emotes. I finally got my affiliate on Twitch, so I get to have follower emotes. Oh, but aside from that, that's it for today, guys. See you next time.